Yes, I finally got a full sleep.
Oh, good. Okay. What time did you wake up?
Um, if it's Sunday, then it should be 9:30 usually.
Okay. Okay. And did you sleep until 9:30?
Yeah, that is a great sign.
That's great. I'm glad you had a good night's sleep. Jafet, Xin Chao.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Jafet?
I feel okay.
Good. So last week, Jafet, you went away on a class trip. Is that right?
Yeah, it's like military
Oh,
training.
military. Okay.
Yes.
And Huang Ang went as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So where did you go, Jafet?
Um, I go to a place named Hola. It's just in the some what university. Yeah, we train in there. It's just
You
about
train at the university.
yeah. It's a
Okay.
university.
So
Yes.
so still in Hanoi.
Yes. Still no. I just don't really remember the place.
Okay. But it's in Hanoi City somewhere.
Um, yeah, I think so.
Okay. And what sort of thing did you do for training?
Um, we learn a lot of things, including like training how to sit down and stand up properly. And
Oh, really?
yeah, you learn how to take your hat off and
Mm,
wear it on.
mm.
It's just kind of cringe, but we just have to learn those manner.
Right. How to put your hat on and take your hat off.
Like you place your hand on your heart and then put it down slowly. Then when the like our what is called the commander
Yes.
say that we need to put on your hat, you
Hmm.
must take it out. Yeah, take it from your back and then put it on your head.
Okay. All right. Um,
Yes.
Huang Ang, do you enjoy the military training?
It was quite enjoyable, I would say.
O- Okay. All right. Do you have to do much marching or running?
That is and of- that is of course because it
Mm,
was a military training after all, so we had to
sure.
do like a
Sure.
physical training every day.
Okay. And you do this once a year, is that right?
It should be once a year, but not not in not in colleges.
Right. Okay. All right. And I guess you have to get up early, Wang Ang, when you are there.
That is obviously.
Yeah. What time do they wake you up?
You usually they would take a speak they would take a speaker and make an do an alarm at 5:30.
5:30. Okay. Very early. Still dark. Okay. Oh, well, I'm glad you both survived, Wang Ang and Jafet. Jakim,
Hello, teacher.
Xin Chao
Uh,
Jakim, how are you?
I'm fine today.
Good.
Yes.
And Fong Dok Ang, Chao Gon.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Fong Dok Ang?
I feel very good. Thank you.
That's good. I'm pleased to hear it. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock. We'll just wait another minute or so to see who else is going to join us. I know some of you missed last week's lesson because you were having the military training, um, which to me sounds like fun, but I know perhaps you might not enjoy it so much, particularly if you have to repeat the same thing over and over again. And of course, I know getting up early in the morning is never easy. Fu Kuang, Xin Chao.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm good, Fu Kuang. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, we'll just wait another minute or so, see who else is going to join us. Then I will tell you what we're going to be doing in today's lesson. Ding Lam, Xin Chao.
Hi, teacher.
How are you, Ding Lam?
I feel so good. Thank
It's
you.
great. Good. Okay, can you please turn your camera on, please? Please turn your camera on at the start of the lesson so I can see you to say hello. Okay, Feng Dok Ang, I can see you very clearly. Jafet, your picture very clear, Jafet. You could be next door, not 10,000 kilometers away. You could be next door, very clear. Jakim, is your camera working? Nok Ang. Xin Chao Nok Ang.
Pardon me, teacher. I'm trying to fix my camera right now.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, how are you, Nok Ang?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm good, thank you. Ding Lam, I can see you clearly. Nok Ang, is your camera working?
Yeah.
Okay, can you turn it on, please? Okay, Huang Ang, I can see you. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Nok Ang. Okay, everyone, we will get started. Welcome to class for today. Hope you've all had a good week, and I hope you enjoyed today's class. We're going to start off by looking at some collocations. Going to be practicing these over the next few weeks. Collocations, why are we practicing these? They're very useful because, remember, collocations are just groups of words that go together. It's much easier to remember groups of words than to try remember single words all the time when you are trying to make a sentence. Most communication in English is done by collocation, groups of words. You use the same groups of words very often. There are many of these groups of words, of course, but once you learn more than a few of these, once you learn these groups of words, many of them, you can repeat them. You can repeat them in different conversations. Okay, you don't have to remember each single word. You just remember the groups of words that go together. And this is why it is worth studying collocations, because it makes learning and speaking English much easier. Okay. So we're going to be doing collocations, going to be doing some part 3 speaking, and we will finish the map. Now, the island map. Now, I know some of you didn't see this last week. For those of you who did come to last week's class, we are going to do the whole map today. I'll explain more about that to you later. Chang Hu. Xin Chao, Chang Hu.
Hello, teacher.
Welcome to class, Chang Hu. Okay, everyone, so we're going to be starting off. I'm going to share some collocation exercises with you. Ding Lam, can you see the collocation page?
Yes, I can see.
Excellent. Okay, so as you can see here, it says there are many different types of collocation. Many. We're going to practice some examples this morning. Okay, the first type of collocation is where adjectives and nouns go together. Adjectives and nouns. Now, there are many, hundreds of these. We will just look at a few of them. Jafet,
Yes.
can you read number 1, please? This one.
Okay. Emma always wears red and or yellow or some other bright color.
Okay, so you can see this is the collocation, everyone. Bright color. Bright and color go together. Adjective and noun go together in this sentence. Bright color. Next collocation here is this one. Huang Ang.
We had a brief chat about the exams, but didn't have time to discuss them properly.
Okay, brief chat. Brief chat means the same as a quick talk. Okay, we talked. I don't mean quick like fast. I mean quick as in not very long. Okay, so a brief chat means the same as a short or quick talk. We didn't talk for very long. Jacquem,
Yes, teacher.
can you read this one, please?
Uh, Unemployment is a major problem for the government at the moment.
Okay, so this is the collocation. We're looking at major problem. Major problem. These two words go together when you want to describe something that is very difficult. Okay, you talk about something being a major problem. These collocations, by the way, these sentences, okay, are just one example of where you can use these collocations. These collocations can be used in many, many other different sentences. But these are just words, remember, collocations, words that go together. Major problem, a synonym could be big difficulty. Okay, major problem. This, by the way, is another collocation, at the moment, which means right now. Means the same as right now. But often people just use the collocation at the moment. What are you doing? I'm doing my English lesson at the moment, meaning right now. Okay, and the final collocation, noch ang.
Improving the health service. This is another key issue for government.
Okay, good. This one here, key issue.
Key issue.
Key, yeah, good. Key issue means important thing. Okay, a key issue. Key issue just means something important. Improving the health service is another important thing for the government to focus on. Okay, so here we have 4 different collocations. Okay, bright color, brief chat, major problem, and key issue. Let's look at this exercise here. Okay, can everyone please send me in chat, okay, which is the correct collocation that goes into sentence 1? Okay, the sentence is, come to my office 10 minutes before the meeting so we can have, okay, which of these 4 collocations goes into sentence 1? Here are the 4 collocations: bright color, brief chat, major problem, key issue. Which of those goes into sentence 1? Just send me the collocation now. You don't have to say the whole sentence. So in chat, just send me the 4 collocations that I've just shown you. Which one fits into sentence 1? Thank you, Huang Ang. You are correct. Thank you, Phung Duc Ang. You are correct. We're just doing one at a time. Phung Duc Ang, thank you. Fu Quang, you are correct. Jakiem, you are correct. Nok Ang, you are correct. Chang Hu, you are correct. Good. Everyone has the right idea. Okay? Number 2, everyone. Which of those 4 collocations fits this sentence?
Teacher, can I see all the call location again?
Of course. Can you see now, Chung-Hyu?
Yeah.
Okay, so the 4 collocations, everyone. Bright color, brief chat, major problem, key issue. Nok Ang, you are correct. Jafat, you are correct. Chung-Hyu, you are correct. Just waiting for the rest of you, please. Which of those collocations goes into sentence 2? Please send me your answer in chat. Thank you, Huang Ang. Okay. Number 3. In your essay on the influence of TV, don't forget to discuss these. Here are the 4 collocations. Which one goes with that sentence? Number 3. Okay, Jafat, Huang Ang, you are not correct. Okay, and you are not correct because of a grammar issue.
I remember.
Okay. Your number 2 is correct, Fu Kuang. Okay, and number 4. For those of you who have done 1, 2, and 3, please do number 4. What is number 4? Here it is. There is some crime in our town, but it isn't. Number 4. And again, here are the 4 collocations. Which one goes in there? Thank you, Nok Ang. Thank you, Chung Hyu. Thank you, Ding Lam. Thank you, Huang Ang. You are correct. Thank you, Jafet. Thank you, Fu Kuang. Thank you, Jacques. Okay, everyone. Looking now at the correct answers. Don't want to spend too long on this. Huang Ang,
Yes,
can you read me sentence 1, please, with the correct collocation at the end?
of course I'll do it. Come to my office 10 minutes before the meeting so we can have a brief chat.
Good. A brief chat, okay, is number 1. I'm going to get you all to read these sentences out loud to me. Now, I know this will seem very easy to some of you, okay? Very simple. But I'm trying to get you used to talking in complete, correct sentences. Even those of you whose English is pretty good still sometimes makes mistakes with things like articles, with things like prepositions, and with things like plurals. So I'm just trying to get you to read even simple sentences so that you can get into your mind, okay, the correct structure and grammar for these sentences, so that when you come to speak your own sentences, hopefully you will remember how these structures work. Jafet.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Jafet. So we know number 1, the correct collocation at the end is going to be a brief chat. Okay?
Yes.
Can you read me the complete sentence? Sentence number 1, Jafet.
Come to my office 10 minutes before the meeting so we can have a brief chat.
Good. So a brief chat. Brief chat, everyone, noun phrase, needs the article a in front of it before the meeting. Meeting is a noun, needs to have an article in front of it, da. That's why I'm practicing this. Like I say, just to get you used to speaking the correct structures. Jacques,
Yes, teacher.
read sentence number 1 for me, please.
Come to my office 10 minutes before the meeting so we can have a brief chat.
Phong Dok Ang.
Come to my
Yep.
office 10 minutes before the meeting so we can have a brief chat.
Correct. Fu Kwang.
Yes.
Sentence number 1, please, Fu Kwang. Everyone be ready, please. I'm going to get you all to read sentence number 1. Fu Kwang.
We are going to introduce an exciting new product in June.
Yeah, just read all of sentence number 1 with the correct collocation at the end, okay, Fu Kwang?
Come to my office 10 minutes before the meeting so we can have a brief chat.
Good. Nok Ang.
We have lovely dog hair, and I look
No, number 1. Number 1.
come
Nok
to
Ang.
my office 10 minutes before the meeting so we can have a brief chat.
Okay, brief. Nok Ang, brief. Can you say that for me, please, Nok Ang?
Brief.
Good. Brief chat. Can you say that, please, Nok Ang? Brief chat.
Brief chat.
Good. Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Number 1, Chung Hu.
We can have a brief chat.
No, number 1, read the whole sentence. Everyone, please listen. You should be ready to go with this.
Think so we can have a brief chat.
Good. Leduk Ang, welcome to class, Leduk Ang.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Okay. Do you know what we are doing, Leduk Ang?
Certainly not.
Okay, so we are looking. Can you see sentence number 1 on your screen?
Yes.
Good. Okay. So we're looking at collocations. Leduk Ang. All right. The collocation that ends this sentence is a brief chat. Okay, a brief chat. Can you read the whole sentence, finishing with a brief chat, please? Ledok Ang.
Come to my office 10 minutes before the meeting so we can have a brief chat.
Good. A brief chat. Excellent, everyone. Again, I'm getting you to do this so that you get used to the structure of correct sentences. Like I say, these are simple sentences, not difficult, but you need to get used to the structure to stop you making mistakes with articles, prepositions, plurals, which is the most common mistakes that most of you are making. Sorry. Ledok ang.
Yes.
Okay, this is it here. Okay, the collocation we were using, brief chat. Okay, and brief chat just means a short talk. When you want to have a short talk with someone, you usually use the collocation, let's have a brief chat. Okay, number 2, Chung Hu. Number 2, what was the what was the correct answer for number 2, Chung Hu, by the way? Correct. Bright colors. Can you read all the sentence, please?
Lovely dark hair. Ella looks best when we wear bright color.
Okay. Just say this bit, please, Chung Hu.
When she wears bright color.
Better. When she wears bright colors. Good. Nok Ang.
Yeah.
Number 2, please, Nok Ang.
Lovely dark hair. Ella looks best when she wears bright color.
Good. Fu Kwang. Fu Kwang, oi.
Yes.
Okay, number 2, Fu Kwang. Please be ready, everyone.
With her lovely dark hair, Ella looks best when she wears bright color.
Fung Dok Ang.
With her lovely dark hair, Ella looks best when she wears bright color.
Jakim.
With her lovely dark hair, Ella looks best when she wears bright colors.
Good. Jafet.
Yeah.
With her lovely dark hair, Ella looks best when she wears bright color.
Huang Ang.
All right. In your essay on the influence of
Sorry,
TV.
number 2, Huang Ang.
Still number 2. I heard he said number 2 right already.
Everyone is doing number 2. Everyone.
With her lovely dark elf, Ella looks best when she wears bright colors.
Good, everyone. Good. Okay. Like I say, we are practicing this to get you used to the correct structures. Also, practice your pronunciation too, of course. Number 3, Jakim.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was, Jakim, before you start, what was the correct collocation for number 3? What is the collocation?
I think
these are the collocations? These are the collocations?
Based on my answer, I chose key issues.
A key issue. Let's have a look. Does it fit? Okay, key issue. Okay, now, there was one small change. Jakim, see if you can tell me what it is. Key issue is the correct collocation for number 3, everyone, not major problem. Okay, key issue is the correct collocation, but there is something missing from this collocation, Jakim, to make it fit.
I
this
think
sentence.
you would
What
have
is it?
to add the S behind the issues.
Well done, Jakim. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, have to add an S. Okay, let's look at here. Oh, go away. Key issue. Okay, in this sentence, key issue is singular, but in this sentence, okay, these, okay, when you say these, of course, you are talking about more than one thing when you use the word these. If you are only talking about one thing, you would use the word this, discuss this key issue. But because you are using the word these, that indicates There is more than one key issue, so issues has to become issues with an S on the end. Well done, Jakim, for spotting that. Very good. Okay. Ladok Ang. Ladok Ang, oi.
Yes.
Ladok Ang, number 3, please, Ladok Ang. Please pay attention. Okay. Key issues. Okay. Is the answer? Please read all the sentence.
In your essay on the influence of TV, don't forget to discuss this. What?
Key issues.
Key
Okay,
issues?
please pay attention, okay? I was looking at this just before. Here. Key issue means the same as something like main problem or important point. Important point actually is a better synonym. Key issue and important point mean the same thing, but we need to learn the collocation key issue. That's what we are practicing. Just these collocations. Okay. Laduk Ang, one more time, please. Number 3, one more time.
In your essay on the influence of TV, don't forget to discuss these keys. What? Discuss
key issues.
Key issues.
Okay, key issues means main points. What are the main points we need to be aware of? Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Number 3, please, Chung Hu. Everyone be ready, please.
In your essay on the influence of TV, don't forget to discuss this major problem.
Has to be key issues. Sorry, Chung Hu.
Right.
Key issues.
Read my answer. Okay. So in your essay on the influence of TV, don't forget to discuss this key issue.
Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. Nok Ang.
Yes.
Number 3.
Essay on the influence of TV, don't forget to discuss these key issues.
Good. Fu Kwang. Number 3, Fu Kwang.
In your essay on the influence of TV, don't forget to discuss the key issues.
Good. Phung Dok Ang.
In your essay on the influence of TV, don't forget to discuss the key issues.
Good. Jakim. Jakim, oi.
Oh, yeah, sorry, sir.
Number 3.
In your essay on the influence of TV, don't forget to discuss these key issues.
Good. Jafet.
In your essay on the influence of TV, don't forget to discuss these key issues.
And Huang Ang.
In your essay on the influence of TV, don't forget to discuss these key issues.
Good. Okay, very good, Huang Ang. Okay, and Huang Ang will continue with you, okay, for the last one, number 4. Okay. What is the correct collocation at the end, by the way, Huang Ang?
I believe it should be a major problem.
Is correct. A major problem, everyone. A major problem is the correct collocation to finish the sentence. Okay, Huang Ang, the complete sentence, please.
Oh, sure. There's some crime in our town, but it isn't a major problem.
Okay, Jafet.
There is some crime in our town, but it isn't a major problem.
Jakim.
There's some crime in our town, but it isn't a major problem.
Good. Phung Dok Ang.
This is some crime in our town, but it isn't a major problem.
Good. Fu Kwang.
There is some crime in our town, but it isn't major problem.
A major problem. Okay, Fu Kwang. A major problem.
Okay.
Knock ang. Knock ang.
Yes, there is some crime in our town, but it isn't a major problem.
Chang Hu.
There's some crime in our town, but it isn't major problem.
A major problem.
A major problem.
Good. Okay, because major problem is a noun phrase, so needs to have the article in front of it. And finally, le duc ang.
Yes.
Number
Yes,
4, le duc ang.
there is crime in our town, but it isn't a thing problem.
Okay, it isn't a major problem. Can you do the whole sentence again, please?
There is some crime in our town, but it isn't a major problem.
Good. Okay, good. And again, the reason why I'm getting you to practice this is just getting you used to the structure of correct sentences. Also to practice your pronunciation, by the way. So, again, these are the 4 collocations we have looked at today. Bright color. Okay, we often talk about a bright color. Brief chat. When you want to describe you are having a short talk with someone, you use the collocation brief chat. We had a brief chat. Okay, I met my friend in the cafe this morning, but I was in a rush, so we had a brief chat. Major problem. Okay? When you have some big difficulty, the common way of describing that is just to remember major problem, major problem. And the last one, key issue, just means the same as an important thing. But rather than say important thing, key issue is the common collocation in English to describe important things. And once again, once we start to learn and remember some of these collocations, it makes speaking, writing, understanding English much easier because you are listening for and using the collocations, not single words. It does make it much easier once you start to learn some of these. Okay, continue with more of these next week. Bit more speaking practice now. Who was with me last week? Chung Hu. Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Chung Hu, can you see the screen where the video screen on your screen?
Yeah. At my
Okay.
point of view, I see very well.
Yeah. Did we do this question last week, Chung Hu, or not?
For the question, I don't remember we doing this last week.
Okay, all right, that's
You
fine.
did
I don't want
last
to
week.
repeat it. Sorry, we did do it last week?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Must I guess my bad memory acting up. All right.
Maybe it is, Chung Yu. Maybe it is your bad memory. Okay, good. All right. Going to do another question then. In that case, I don't want to repeat the same question. I know some of you weren't here last week, but doesn't matter. I'll give you another question. Okay. Going to be looking at this question. Everyone? All right. Nok ang. Nok ang.
Yes.
Can you read the question, please?
How do you think homes will change in the future?
Good. All right, everyone. So please listen. I'm going to play you the answer. All right. The answer this student gave. She is a band 9 student. Okay. That's why we're listening to her.
Now, buildings are growing everywhere. So I feel like a lot more apartments are available compared to back in the days. And a lot of homes are available as well. So I feel like it's a 50-50, but I would still lean more towards buildings. I feel a lot of buildings are being constructed lately than they used to back in the days.
Do you agree?
Okay, little bit of a confused answer, I think, from her. Just go back. All right. This time, okay, I will turn on the words so you can read them for yourself as well as listen, just to make sure that you are understanding what she is saying.
With a lot of other people in the same building.
How do you think homes will change in the future?
As I can see from now, buildings are growing everywhere. So I feel like a lot more apartments are available compared to back in the days. And a lot of homes are available as well. So I feel like it's a 50-50, but I would still lean more towards buildings. I feel a lot of buildings are being constructed lately than they used to.
Okay, so she actually makes a few mistakes in this, but she's still got a band 9. Let's just look at some of the words in her answer. Okay, I will explain them to you.
You can see from now, buildings are growing everywhere. So I feel like a lot more apartments are available compared to back in the days.
Okay, this phrase here, this collocation, back in the, actually it should be back in the day, back in the day. Huang Ang.
Yes.
This collocation, back in the day, what does she mean when she
Back
talks
in the
about
days
back in the
simply
day?
means it simply means in the past.
Very good, Huang Ang. You are correct. Okay, back in the day means in the past. A lot of native English speakers use this collocation. Instead of saying, in the past, we used to eat more rice than we do now. Okay, they will say, back in the day, we used to eat more rice than we do now. Okay, this is quite common for native English speakers. All right. Back in the day, like I say, she doesn't need the S there. Back in the day simply means in the past. All right? Nothing wrong with saying in the past. All right? But she is just showing that she has a good vocabulary by using a different way of saying it. She's saying back in the day instead of in the past. So if you ever hear this, it just means in the past.
And a lot of homes are available as well. So I feel like it's a 50-50, but I would still lean more towards.
Okay, this is slightly informal speech. I would still lean more towards. Means you are in favor of one thing more than another. If you are leaning towards one thing, like I say, this is a slightly informal way of talking. I would lean towards something means I prefer this option more than that option. Just another way of saying prefer, everyone. Okay, so she could say, I would still prefer. Okay, I would prefer banh mi for lunch, not pho. I would lean towards banh mi for lunch and not pho. Okay, hope that makes sense. Lean just means the same as prefer in this sentence. Lean does have other meanings, but in this sentence, she's just using it instead of prefer, and she's using it correctly.
Buildings, I feel a lot of buildings are being constructed lately than they used to back in the days.
Okay, again, she said back in the day, in the past. Okay, everyone, looking quickly at the question again. All right. Do you think homes will change in the future? What she was basically saying in her answer was that there will be more buildings with apartments being built, okay, than houses. That's what she was trying to say, I think. She didn't do it very well, actually, but she still got a good score because of the rest of her answers. Okay, going to ask you all the same question now. Fu Kwang.
Yes.
Your turn to go first, please, Fu Kwang. How do you think homes will change in the future? What do you think?
In my point of view, I think that home does not change a lot in the future because our home nowadays are great and good uh, to use, and maybe the change in the future is more furniture and more detail in house to look it better and colorful, and I think it's have something better in nowadays in the future.
Okay, not bad, Fu Guang, not bad. Just at the beginning, Fu Guang, you say either in my opinion or from my point of view. Okay, Fu Guang?
Okay.
You can't say in my point of view. Okay? So
Okay.
it's either in my opinion or from my point of view. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay? In my opinion or from my point of view. You can't say in my point of view or from my opinion. They are not correct. The collocations are in my opinion, from my point of view. Some things you might like to think about when you are answering this question. Are homes going to be bigger or smaller in the future? Are homes going to be more expensive, less expensive? Are homes going to have more technology in the future, more smart functions? Okay. Are there going to be more apartments in the future and less houses? Some of the things you might like to think about for your answer. Fong Dok Ang,
Yes.
how do you think homes will change in the future?
I think home in the future will change a lot, uh, because the environmental factor and uh the appearance they want of their home. Uh, in the future, I think they will build tall and taller, and the measure of house will made of glasses.
Oh, okay. Interesting idea. Okay. The house will be made of glass, is the correct expression. Okay.
Yeah.
In the future, houses will be made of glass, not glasses. Okay. Glasses are what you wear. Okay.
I think glasses is plural for glass.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But when you are talking about construction, you just say the homes will be made of glass. Can be singular. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. The only time you need to say glasses is when you are talking about these. Okay?
Yeah.
What you wear. They are glasses because they have two lenses. Okay? That's why they are glasses. But when you are talking about buildings, you say the buildings will be made of glass. Okay, Fong Dok Ang?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Jakim,
Yes, teacher.
how do you think homes will change in the future?
Personally, I think home will not change quite much in the future, since like in the future there might be a lot of new buildings that takes our places. But I think the government will uh take over and try and plant more tree and make more space for parks and places for the resident to at least have a place to relax. Yeah.
Okay, Jakim, very good thinking. Jakim, good answer. Okay, so just two things, Jakim. First of all, the collocation, you said quite much, okay, is not correct, not a correct collocation, okay?
Yes.
You say the correct collocation is that much, okay?
Yes, sir.
I think homes will not change that much, Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Can you say the sentence, please, Zakir? I think homes will not change that much.
I think homes will not change that much.
It's perfect. Okay, that is perfect. So never quite much. Okay, Zakir, is not a collocation. Always that much. And at the end of your answer, Zakir, please don't say yes. Okay? No need to say yes.
Teacher.
No need to say yes. Okay? Just finish your sentence. Don't need to say yes. If you say yes on the end, okay, makes it sound like you are not very confident about your answer. So try to get out of that habit. Okay, Jacqueline?
Okay, teacher.
Good. Jafet.
Yes, teacher.
How do you think, Jafet, homes will change in the future?
From my perspective, in my perspective, I think that we'll have many, there will be many big changes because in the future, technology will be more modernized. So people will use it to create many extra, like, um, different house. Yeah, innovative. So we will maybe have some fly house, um, more technologies used in our house. So there's a lot of changes and yeah.
Okay, not bad, Jafet. So I'm not going to correct too much of what you were saying. What I want everyone to do is just get used to answering with 4 or 5 sentences. Okay, I'm not too worried about your grammar at this stage. So, 2 corrections for you, Jafet. Okay, first one right at the beginning. You said, in my perspective. Okay, the correct collocation is from my perspective. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It's from my perspective or in my opinion. Does that make sense?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Need to get the collocation correct. So, okay. So, in my perspective is not correct. From my perspective, if you want to use that one, or in my opinion, if you want to use that one. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, in my opinion, from my perspective. And the other word I will correct, Jafet, extraordinary. Can you say that, please? Extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
Good, very good pronunciation. I'm glad you know this word. Jafet, okay, shows your vocabulary is becoming much bigger. Extraordinary is, as I'm sure you know, Jafet, is not spelt the same way it is pronounced, okay? One of those stupid English words that is pronounced differently from its spelling. Extraordinary, as you've probably seen, Jafet, is actually spelt extraordinary, okay? Have you seen this?
Okay.
It's actually, when you see it written down, it looks like it should be pronounced extraordinary, but the A in the middle is silent. Okay? How do you know this? You don't. You just have to know. Okay? So it's actually pronounced extraordinary. Can you say that again, please?
Extraordinary.
Perfect. Perfect pronunciation. Thank you, Jafet. Huang Ang.
Yes, clear.
How do you, Huang Ang, how do you think homes will change in the future?
Oh, absolutely. I could easily imagine how homes could be changed, like such as recently built skyscrapers are being a trend, or I think underground bunkers could be a way to explore territories, and I would think that the technology should be so futuristic, so, and there would be even a bridge to a cross between skyscrapers.
Okay, pretty good, Huang Ang. Pretty good. Some of the things some of you might like to think about, of course, things in the future, such as maybe homes will become more energy efficient. Okay? They will use less power. All right? Maybe less water too. Okay? Because showers, baths will become more efficient. That is another thing to think about. So, as well as the way a building might look, the way homes in the future might operate a little bit differently. So that's something else to think about. And like I say, other things to think about are, will they be more expensive? Will they be cheaper? So more people can afford to buy a home. Leduk Ang.
Yes.
How do you think, Leduk Ang, homes will change in the future?
In my perspective, I think
Okay,
it would
Leduk Ang, from my perspective.
from my perspective,
Good.
I think it would change quite a lot. Like last time, I saw people buying like house from containers. Like uh, the containers can be assembled to can be shipped to many different shape, and they somehow made a container. They transmit or wait or transfer the container into a big house, and I think it will increase mobility, and somehow if you are rich enough, you can just move your house around.
Okay, interesting idea, Leduk Ang, and pretty good English. Good. Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Chung Hu, how do you think homes will change in the future?
Well, with more and more building, well, how can I say? With the increasing number of building, I think in the future, most of people will stay in the building rather than home or something like that. So for me, staying at the building is pretty good too.
Oh, okay, little bit confused, Chung Hu. Okay. Again, you could have talked about, you know, are homes in the future going to be bigger or smaller? Are they going to be more expensive, less expensive? Are they going to have more technology, less technology? Things like that as well, Chung Hu. Are they going to be more people living in each home? Or because families are getting smaller, will homes only need 1 or 2 bedrooms, perhaps? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
These are all things you can think about for your answer. Okay, just 2 more students, everyone. Ding Lam. Ding Lam.
Yes.
How do you think, Ding Lam, homes will change in the future?
In my opinion, in the future, home will change a lot. I think they uh, they will be equipped with modern technology. For example, you can control the light or temperature rooms by their voice, or the home will be use renewable energy such as solar energy or recycle materials. Um, uh, it's a significant improvement. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, very good, Ding Lam. Very good. You used for example. Okay, great, Ding Lam. That is very good. Okay,
Yeah.
so again, Ding Lam, just one thing for you. When you finish your answer, no need to say anything else. Okay, you said, I think so at the end. Okay, don't need to say this. All right.
Yes.
Again, it just makes your ending sound a little unsure. All right?
Yeah.
So no need to say anything like yes or I think so at the end. Just finish your sentence. But that was good, some good vocabulary too, Ding Lam, that you
Yeah.
use correctly. Like significant. Very good. Very
Yeah.
good, Ding
Thank
Lam.
you. Thank you, teacher.
Okay. And finally, nok ang.
Yes.
How do you think, nok ang, how do you think homes will change in the future?
In my opinion, I think homes will become like more convenient and like more technology in homes. Like the technology will improve our daily life. We can like use voice to say homes to turn on the lights or the temperature. I think everything will be automated, so people don't need to do. I don't. So people will save time. Uh, for example, people can use their phones to voice to turn on light. Uh-huh.
Yeah, anything else? Nok Ang, you're doing well, Nok Ang. Anything else? Anything else?
Uh,
For example, will there be a lot more apartment buildings, you think, in the future? Instead of houses? That is something you could think about. Yeah, what do you think, Nok Ang? Will there be more apartments or more houses?
I think in the future it will be more apartment.
Because
Because apartment can build higher and it will have many small homes inside that. So
okay, good.
can have
Yep.
more place to build another supermarket or some park.
Some park. Good. Like someone else said before. Good. That is the sort of thing you need to think about. Does that make sense, Nok Ang?
Okay.
Okay, but good. You have some good ideas and your answer pretty good, Nok Ang. Excellent. Okay, everyone. Are there any questions about anything to do with that or the things I have said? Just remember when you are starting, the collocations are, in my opinion, from my perspective, from my point of view. Okay? They are the correct collocations, not in my perspective or from my opinion. They are not correct. In my opinion, from my perspective, okay? From my point of view. Just make sure you get the collocation at the beginning correct. Okay. Last part of the lesson today, everyone. And we are going to just share this with you. Get rid of this. Okay, last time we're going to look at this is today. Everyone, the maps. Now, those of you who missed the lesson last week, the class looked at the detail paragraphs. What I want you to do now, everyone, for the rest of the lesson is write me the complete answer to this question. Before we start, let's just review what we need to do. You're going to do for me 4 paragraphs, of course. Any task 1 answer must have 4 paragraphs. Your structure is always using the POT structure. Pot is always the structure you use for task 1 questions. You should all know this by now. Paraphrase, overview, to detail paragraphs. Okay? The paraphrase is always a rewriting of the topic statement, which is here. Okay, the overview, you are always looking at the main changes. And then, of course, with your detail paragraphs, 2 of them, you don't need to describe every detail, just what you think are the most interesting or important ones. Okay, let's just look at some of the changes you might like to talk about in your essay. Remember, with maps, you should use, on this map, it doesn't show, but there is usually a compass, okay, which tells you where is north, where is west, where is east, where is south. There is usually a small compass. There is not one on this. But even so, you still use those compass points when you are writing your answer. So this part here is the north of the island. Here, where the beach is the west of the island. Here, there's nothing in the east. Here in the south, there have been some changes. The middle of the island is also referred to as the what? Nok Ang? Nok Ang?
Yes.
The middle of the island, I can also describe that as the what of the island. Instead of saying middle, what word can I use?
In the center.
Correct. Very good. Very good. The center of the island. Okay. So we can all see in the center of the island, okay, there have been some big changes. Okay. What are some of these changes? Ding Lam. Ding Lam.
Yes.
Please tell me one change in the center of the island. What is one change?
The chain is restaurant and receptions.
Correct. Ladok Ang.
Yes.
What is another change? What is another change in the island?
Beach is now made for swimming.
Good. And what part of the island is that?
West.
Very good. Excellent. That is what you write. Good. Chung Hu.
Oh.
Chung Hu,
Yeah.
oi. What
Yeah.
is the main change in the south of the island?
I think it's there's the village over here, over
In
there.
the south of the island? The south?
Oh, right. I forgot the direction. There's an appearance of the pier.
Good. Very good. That's right. That's all I needed, Chung Hu. Thank you. Everyone, you can see there's a pier in the south of the island. Okay. Again, you can see here it says accommodation. Accommodation. Jafat,
Yes.
can you think of a word to describe these buildings?
These buildings?
Yeah, what would you call them? Are they houses?
Buildings?
Not
Like
really. What
Hmm.
are they apartments? Not really.
Accommodation, I should say.
Yeah. How could you describe? Can you think of a word to describe these buildings?
Can I say it like infrastructure?
Infrastructure. Infrastructure would be everything. Okay.
Oh,
The
okay.
the infrastructure, okay, has been added to the island. Okay. Infrastructure has. But can you think of a word to describe these individual places? Shafat, do you know a word for this?
Can you like give me the first word of the
The first letter? Sure. I'm
yeah,
thinking
the
of a
first
word.
letter.
Very good. I'm thinking of a 4-letter word. The
Letter.
first letter is H. H.
H.
Maybe you don't know this word. Just seeing if you do.
The first word for
Anyone tell me? 4 letters. 4 letters. First
Wait,
letter is
what are
H.
you describing?
I'm describing the names of these buildings. The accommodation buildings.
H?
Yeah, there is a word in English that describes what these are.
Oh,
Okay, they are
home.
not,
Home.
for example, they are not apartments. They are not homes, not really. Homes are not where tourists stay. Okay, they are not hotel rooms.
4 letters.
4 letters, yeah. Okay, so I'll send everyone the word in chat. Probably a word you don't know yet, but now you do. Okay?
Yeah, I do know this word. Yes,
Okay,
I
good.
do.
All right, this is what a hut is. Okay, each of these is a hut. Okay, needs to have the article in front of it because hut is a noun. So this is a collection of huts. Huts. Huts are the sort of accommodation that you find on islands or near to a beach that look like small houses, very small houses. But the usual English word for these is a hut. Hut. Huts. Huts. So they are not rooms, they are not apartments. Okay, they are not houses. House is much bigger than this. They are huts. Huts. Okay. The other changes no one has mentioned yet. You can see here. Okay, they have added sort of roads, a footpath for people to walk on, a vehicle track. Okay, so some vehicle can drive from the pier to reception. All right, maybe carrying people's bags. Okay, so for the rest of the lesson, everyone, you need to be able to finish this before 11:30. Okay, because of course, if this was a test, you would have 20 minutes to complete your answer. So I want a full answer from everyone. Those of you who did this last week, just repeat your answer. All right, for the detail paragraphs, hopefully you remember my corrections. But again, just to summarize, I want 4 paragraphs. You should be writing me 150 words. Okay, first paragraph, the introduction, is a paraphrase. Second paragraph is the overview. The next 2 paragraphs are your 2 detail paragraphs. We've been discussing this now. Sorry, yes, Wang An.
This sounds quite confusing. We have to do like a old the entire passage or just
Correct. The complete answer. I want everyone to do the complete answer. Thank you, Wang Han.
got
I want to see how much everyone has remembered, how much you have learned from this. Okay, so pretend, if you like, this is the first time you have seen this map. What is your answer going to be? And
We're
again,
gonna
I'm
write
just...
the 2 detailed paragraphs again.
Yes, okay, yes, just again. So if you can remember what you wrote last week, that is fine, okay? That is fine. Don't need to do anything different, but I do want to see a complete answer from everyone this time. So this time, all 4 paragraphs together.
Oh.
Does that make sense, Ledok Ang?
Oh, yes. I was having
Okay.
my own.
Okay, so all 4 paragraphs, okay? Your introduction, okay, which is the paraphrase, your overview, which is your summary of the main changes, and then your detail paragraphs. I want everyone to write all 4 paragraphs. Okay, everyone. Any more questions? Otherwise, please start writing in chat, of course.
Teacher.
Yes.
So we
Untuk
have
Ang.
to write all the paragraph one
Yeah.
or
Yes.
a part of it.
No, all of it. You're
All of
writing
it.
the complete, just like this is the test. Okay, Phung Duk Ang?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you are writing the complete answer, all 4 paragraphs. Paraphrase, overview, 2 detail paragraphs.
Teacher,
Which is, of course, the pot structure. Yes, Jafet. Yes.
Can you show me the questions of this? Like,
Okay, a
the things
little
they
bit
ask.
confused. So this is the question. You should be able to see this. Can you see here at the top of the page, Jafet?
Yeah, but I mean the thing that describes the map, like these things before and after.
Yes. So this, So Jafet and maybe Jaquem. I know maybe you haven't done this much before. Okay. So this is the question, Jafet. Okay.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Now you can see the top of the page.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay, so sorry everyone, maybe you couldn't see the top of the page before. So what you can see here, everyone, at the top of the page, this is what you are going to paraphrase, okay, for your introduction. That is your introduction, just a paraphrase of this sentence. Your introduction is only 1 sentence. Overview, 2 sentences. Detail paragraphs, 2 or 3 sentences each. That's all you need to do. Don't need to write any more than 150 words. It's not that long. Jaquem,
Yes, teacher.
do you understand what I want you to do, Jaquem?
I think I understand it now.
Okay, just try do your best. The others, they've had more practice at this. Okay, Jaquem?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so you know how to do a paraphrase, Jaquem? Paraphrase is where you just say the same thing as this first sentence, but using synonyms, okay?
Oh,
Or just rewriting it a different way, but so that it still means the same. Does that make sense?
yes, teacher.
Okay, so again, just try your best, Jakim, and I will correct your writing.
Okay, teacher.
The second paragraph, which is an overview, 2 sentences describing the main changes, and then 2 detail paragraphs. And as soon as you have finished everyone, you may go. But it should take you up until past. If you're doing this properly, it's going to take you 15 to 20 minutes. Then I will correct it and we will discuss your essays next week. Okay? So as soon as you have finished, you may go. But I won't do the correction today. We'll do the correction next week. So this is a test to see how well you can do the complete essay. Okay, all 4 paragraphs. If anyone has any questions, please ask me. Okay, Ledok Ang.
Yes.
Okay, your structure isn't quite correct, Ledok Ang. I need to see 4 paragraphs, okay?
Isn't that 4 paragraphs?
I can see one where
Oh,
you've
wait.
done the
The
paraphrase.
thing. This is the first paragraph is from the 2 maps, and here's the first paragraph. Wait,
What
uh,
about your
let me do it again.
paraphrase?
Mhm.
Yeah, so the paraphrase is your first sentence,
Wait, let me sp
and then you need an overview, then you need your detail paragraphs.
overview and a detailed
Yeah.
paragraph.
Yeah, remember we use POT
Oh
for
no.
the structure.
Yeah, forgot.
And remember your overview paragraph should begin with either overall or it can be clearly seen that. Okay, Fu Kwang.
Yes.
Okay, I can see your answer, Fu Kwang. That's fine. All right, so I will correct your answer and talk to you about it next week. Okay, Fu Kwang?
Okay.
All right, so you're free to go, Fu Kwang. Have a good week. I'll see you next week.
Bye bye, teacher.
Okay, bye-bye, Fu Kwang. Bye-bye. Tambiet. Okay, Joachim.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, I can see your answer. Thank you, Joachim. Okay, so I will discuss it with you next week, okay?
All right, teacher.
All right, thank you, Joachim. Hope you have a good week. I'll see you next Sunday.
I will see you soon, teacher.
See you soon. Okay, Gap lights out, Joachim.
Goodbye, teachers.
Bye-bye. Okay, who else is there? Okay, Huang Ang.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Huang Ang. I have got your answer. So I will correct it and discuss it with you next week, okay?
Yes, let me
Okay.
copy it. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm free to go now.
You are free to go, Huang Ang, okay? Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a good week. I'll see you next week.
All right. Goodbye, teacher.
Okay. Bye-bye, Huang Ang. Bye-bye. Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see your answer. Thank you, Chung Hu. So I will correct it and we can discuss it next week, okay?
All right.
Okay, Chung Hu. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you next week.
Okay. All right, teacher.
Okay. Bye-bye, Chung Hu. Bye-bye. All right, everyone, you should be finished by now. Okay, you've had nearly 20 minutes. So I'm just waiting for Jafat, Fong Dok Ang, Nok Ang, Ladok Ang Ding Lam.
I have sent you the overall.
Okay, okay, just looking now. Okay, Ladok Ang.
Yes.
Okay, I have your answer, Ladok Ang. Okay, so I'll just copy that now. Okay, thank you, Ladok Ang. I will
Okay.
correct this for you next week, so you are free to go.
All right. See you, teacher.
Okay, have a good week.
Okay. Thank you.
Gap lai sao. Gap lai sao. Okay, and Jafet.
Yes, teacher.
All right, I can see your answer, Jafet.
Okay.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Jafet. I'll correct it for you and talk to you about it next week. We can
Okay.
have a brief chat. The collocation we just looked at earlier. A brief chat. All right, have a good week, Jafet.
Goodbye, teacher.
Okay, see you next week. Bye-bye. Ding Lam, oi.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I can see your answer. Thank you, Ding Lam.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, so you are free to go. We'll discuss it next week. We'll have a brief chat. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye, teacher.
Okay, bye bye, Ding Lam. Bye bye. All right, Nok Ang and Fung Dok Ang just waiting for you.
Try to prolong my passage, but I cannot.
Sorry, what can't you do, Fung Dok Ang?
I try to uh get my passage long enough, but I can.
Okay, just send me what you have done, okay?
Okay.
Nok Ang, how are you getting on?
Wait, I will finish now.
Okay.
Can you see mine?
Yes, I can. Nok Ang. Okay, just going to copy it. Hang on just a moment. Okay, I've got that now. Thank you, Nok Ang.
Yes.
All right, have a good week. We'll have a brief chat about this next week, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Bye, Nok Ang.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye.
I send you.
Okay, I can see it. All right, just going to copy it before I lose it. Okay, I've got it. Thank you, Fung Dok Ang.
Bye-bye.
All right, have a good week, and we'll discuss it next week, okay?
See you again.
Okay, Gap Lai Sao, Fung Dok Ang. Bye-bye.